Smart money concept trading is the only way forward. It's the only way to be profitable. So the other day, one of my subscribers reached out to me and said that there's somebody out there trashing SMC. That's when he sent me the link to Trader Nick's video on exposing SMC trading. So you know I had to take a look.
Listen, you're gonna need to come in close for this.
All right,
like really close.
Yeah.
Bring it in. Okay. Smart money trading concepts are not a real thing.
Nick. What did I just hear right now? Trader Nick. What are you talking about, bro? Smart money concepts is not a real thing. Let's see what you have to say about this, man. Let's see what Trader Nick has to say about SMC. After watching Trader Nick's video, I had to clarify some things about SMC trading. Okay, so guys, we're going to be clarifying some of the things that we've been hearing about SMC trading. We've had a few YouTubers come out and talk about SMC trading. One of them trying to expose it. Another one highlighting the whole persona that, you know, once you jump into SMC trading, you can catch all kinds of returns and, you know, all of that as well. We're going to be clarifying and debunking some of the SMC things that we know of right now. And the reason I'm clarifying all of this stuff is because I don't want you guys coming into SMC trading and thinking it's going to be like you see on Instagram every single time. I don't want you guys to be led astray. I don't want you guys to be thinking this is it. Once you learn it, it's the best thing ever. Cool. So let's talk about the very first thing. It's the really tiny stop losses. The 1 pip stop losses, 2 pip stop losses, 5 pip stop losses. Yes, you are able to catch a smaller stop loss. Being able to trade SMC helps you refine your stop loss. You're not always going to catch those really tiny stop losses every single time. Me personally, I've caught a 1 pip stop loss roughly about 3 times. But one thing though is I don't want you guys thinking that once you get involved into SMC trading, you're going to be able to catch a 1 pip stop loss, a 2 pip, 3 pip, maybe a 4 pip stop loss. It does take a lot of knowledge and understanding of the markets, and it does take some time to be able to even muster up the courage to even do something like that. I remember when I first placed a stop loss that was less than 10 pips and I was sweating like crazy. Now generally most of the stop losses are less than 10 pips when it comes to the Forex pairs. Don't come in thinking that, okay cool, I'm going to get a really tight stop loss, I'm going to catch a beautiful R trade and it's just going to be magic. It's not going to work like that. It takes a lot to be able to do something like that. Once you come in, you're learning, you're growing, and you might want to challenge yourself to see whether you can actually attempt to catch something like that. You trade what the market gives you. The market gives you a potential 5 pip stop loss, then you go ahead and use that. If it's a potential 10 pip stop loss, then go ahead and use that too. Entering when retail traders are being stopped out. So guys, I know you guys have heard this one before. We enter when retail are being stopped out, and it's not necessarily the case. I'll break it down. There is some elements of truth to that, but there's another side to that I'm going to break down for you too. So yes, you know, if there's a potential point of interest that's above, you know, where there's a pool of liquidity, by all means we'll be looking to enter above the pool of stop losses. It sounds bad, it sounds terrible, but ideally if there's a point of interest above where there's a pool of liquidity, then most likely that's going to be an area where we're looking to enter in for sell if we are selling. It doesn't just stop there. It's not just about entering above where there's a pool of liquidity, but we also trade towards the money because we know that price is drawn towards the money, and so we also trade towards the money. So if there's a pool of liquidity, we're most likely going to be taking our profit after price runs out that liquidity. Smart money concept trading is the only way forward. It's the only way to be profitable. So guys, you've heard that before, and let me be the first one to tell you that that is definitely not true. There are people out there who are doing retail concept trading and they are profitable. So never ever look down on somebody else because they have a different trading style to you. I don't want to ever have a community that looks down on other people because they don't trade the SMC way. SMC is not for everybody. There's people that have jumped onto SMC trading and they've been absolutely poor. They've done absolutely nothing. There's also people that jumped onto SMC trading and they have thrived. Literally, just because you see a lot of people on Instagram making it look very easy, it doesn't mean it's easy. It's definitely not easy. There's lots of information to learn. There's a lot that goes into it as well. You have to be able to learn all of that information to then derive some kind of trade idea. So just because people make it look very easy on Instagram, even like myself, you might see me posting on Instagram and you might say that I make it look easy, but I'm telling you right now, catching those kind of entries are definitely not easy. Sometimes you get stopped out before the move actually happens. SMC trading is definitely not easy. It takes a lot on your psychology. It takes a lot of time to learn as well, and so don't think it's easy. Never look down on somebody else because they don't trade the SMC wait, SMC trading is not for everybody. 1 to 200 R trades, 1 to 300 R trades, 1 to 400 R trades. You guys have heard the most. The most I've actually heard someone say is a 1 to 600 R trade. This was just the other day. I stumbled across Will's Effects YouTube channel. He had shown someone claiming to have made a 1 to 600 R trade. These high return R trades are definitely possible. I'm not too sure about the 1 to 600 and stuff. You know, me personally, I've done a 1 to 100 plus, you know, probably about 3 times in my entire life. There's not something I aim to do every single time. I don't just, hey man, let me catch a 1 to 100 today. No, it's not like that. I need to analyze the market, be in there from the very swing point, and then most likely take it close to another swing point. It takes a lot to be able to do that. Your psychology is going to be messed around. There's going to be so many different times you think that price is going to reverse on you, but really and truly, if you just stick to your idea, then generally it does play out. If you're staying in line with the trend, don't jump into SMC trading just because you can catch a 1 to 100 R trade, because the majority of trades don't get to a 1 to 100. And so if you're just holding out for one massive R trade, most of the time it's going to come back and hit your stop profit. How about you set yourself a challenge? Set yourself a challenge of catching a 1 to 10 R trade. And when I say that, I mean not just one time, I mean consistently catching a 1 to 10, consistently catching a 1 to 5 even. There's people in my mentorship who come in and they start off with consistently catching 1 to 5s. That is also celebrated. That's also celebrated. When someone tells me that they've caught a 1 to 5 R trade, that's absolutely amazing. Focus on those 1 to 5 to 10 R trades and be consistent with that. We trade with the banks. So guys, this is another one that we've heard before. SMC traders saying that they trade with the banks. But to be honest, to retail traders, that sounds like a massive pain. Retail concept traders are thinking, stop lying, you guys aren't the banks, stop lying to yourself, you know, and it's probably annoying them a lot whenever they hear that you guys trade with the banks and hey, look at us, you know, we don't trade with the banks. And you SMC traders think that you all are better than us retail concept traders and you guys trade with the banks. But just to clarify the whole thing about trading with the banks, you know, every single person watching this video right now, we are a retail trader. I'm a retail trader. You guys are retail traders. The person beside you guys are also retail traders. But the difference is the concepts that we trade. There's a group of traders who trade retail concepts and there's another group of traders that trade institutional and smart money concepts. When it comes to SMC trading, we are not the banks, but what we like to do is we like to look for footprints that the banks leave behind that shows us that the banks and the large funds are in the move. And so then we like to get in line with the banks. So SMC traders know they're not the banks. They know they can't move the market, but they like to get in line with the bank. Then they like to get in line with that sell. And so that's when they might look for POY above a liquidity pool and look to enter at that point of interest and then run it to the money. So it might sound annoying to you guys, it might sound really frustrating to you guys, but it is what it is. But anyway, I love my retail concept traders, I love my smart money concept traders as well. If it's working and you're comfortable with the results, then keep on doing it. And it's the same thing with SMC trading. If you're doing SMC trading and it is working for you, you are happy with the results, then go ahead and continue to do that. But like I said before, never look down on somebody else because they have a different trading style to you. Everyone's trying to get to the same place, everyone's trying to reach their goal, everyone's trying to become successful. And so whilst people are on their journey to success, how about you encourage them instead of putting them down? And just before I even move on, I know we banter a lot on this channel. We talk a lot about retail concept traders and smart money and institutional concept traders, but all of it is for banter. It's literally me delivering information to you guys in an entertaining way. So I hope that was insightful. Peace.